This journey is very important to me, and I'll tell why. Yesterday or day before yesterday, my wife was asking, I was recording a success journey of a working mom, and my wife asked me, "Has what is the status of Basma?" Now, this is a very unnormal thing because my wife never asks about me who has cleared. She knows I'm very committed and focused on this thing, and I love my business more than anything else. So for the first time, I guess in last 6 months or eight, she asked me, "What is her status?" I said, "Why do you care?" She said, "I told you she is a very good friend of mine. So when my friend is clearing." So she's still sleeping because today is holiday. It's Martin Luther King here. It's 10 a.m. So I'm gonna tell her when she wake up, Basma has cleared PMP today.
Finally.
Finally, and she is a PMP now. Now, Basma, your journey, as I was recording Asma's journey, your journey resonated a lot with her. In a way,
Okay.
as a working mom, you have the challenges. As I was going to record the journey, you just said, let me put my kids aside and tell them, like, it's always challenging for working moms. For fathers, it's like, if I want to work, I will yell and my kids will run away. And they will not come at least for a few hours in my room. But for mom, like, I have a son, 4.5. I call him, he's like a tail of my wife. Wherever she goes up, he will come up. She goes down, he will go down. Daughter, okay, that she's, but my small son, like 4.5, he moves like this way. And I'm sure all son do the same way, right? And with that, you have to go office, you have to maintain, you have to do things with the challenges, with the breaks, with everything. Finally, you are here as a certified PMP. Basma, I want you to, this is your journey. Whatever you want to share, I want you to share your journey in your own way. Please.
Okay. So let me start from the beginning. Well, I took a break in 2012 from my career while I was working with your wife, and I had a son, so I took a break, and then the family matters and all that. And then I came back to study and revert back to the career. In 2022, I started thinking about it. And I called Madiha as well and some other people who were excelling in their career. And she actually suggested me to do PMP. Why don't you do PMP? It would be good for you. So at that time, I just thought that how can I do that PMP? It's a 10 years break and I cannot like do it. And it's not for me actually.
Mm,
But then slowly and gradually, I started going back to QA side because that was my main domain. And finally, last year, I was able to grab a job because nobody was keeping me. There was so much change in the domains and everything. But I grabbed a job and I started working on myself, on my career, and I was in a loop of working back, coming out of the housewife mode. I was there, and finally one day I got to know that okay, my cousin he told me that why don't you do PMP? That was the like the triggering point.
right.
September. It was like 7th September maybe, and we had a long conversation. He was really concerned that okay, I am quite grown up and I have restarted my career from the very scratch,
Mm,
and so why don't you just give yourself a jerk and just move on? You can do it. So I just came back home, and it was quite late at night in Pakistan, and I just start moving through your like these things started resonating in my mind that okay, Madhya was also saying his husband is a trainee, so why don't I see him first? So I just opened your videos and your numbers was flashing, so I messaged you at late at night around about 2, and I was just thinking that okay, probably he will see someday and he will respond me. And I just asked that can I do PMP with this much gap, because that was always in my mind. And right away you called me. You said, "Can I call you?" And you called me. We had a conversation of probably 45 to 50 minutes, and there was it. Next day, I enrolled, and on 17th of September, the journey started. And I was back in the student mode. I was feeling so good. Literally, since that day, there were some gaps that I was not like telling you about any mocks or results or anything, but there was no gap, even one single day that I had not studied. I was doing something or the other, like going through the your videos or whatever. I was doing something at least every day.
Mhm.
And finally, my facilitator, Laiba, she was so good. She just gave me this confidence that now you are ready to give the paper. And even I used to double check with Hassan Trimzi that are they saying the right thing or am I not ready? So he was also saying just go with whatever she's saying. But I was not confident. But finally, I took a break from the job. I was waiting for that job, that break. So I took a break first for at least 6 7 days, and I just gave my time, and today I cleared.
You missed a very
That's it.
key point. How did you book exam? Tell me the exact way. How did Laiba made you to book the exam?
No, actually, I was not ready to book the exam, and uh, she was asking me to book it on 9th, after 9th January, like on 10th of January. And I was just telling her that no, I cannot book the exam. I am not getting my days off from the office, so I cannot book it. And she was actually, what she said, she messaged me and she said, "Now don't talk to me until you book the paper." I was so upset, and I actually got annoyed that, okay, what is she saying? I'm not messaging her again because I have my own issues. I have so many things to look after. How can I book the exam like this without? And that was the point
Yeah,
that, okay, that
yeah.
made me
Let
think
me
that
add
no,
this.
no, I cannot make her angry that much.
Yeah, let me make it clear to everyone who is listening. This is how we do things. And all my facilitators are trained to push my students to make sure that we reach a point where they are forced. Because we know that after she messaged me immediately, and Laiba is a very polite person normally. I said, Laiba, what happened? And she said, what happened, sir? I said, sir, you said me to force all the students whom feel they are ready. Sir, she's ready for last 10 days. She's not booking the exam. Then I said, okay, are you sure? She said, yeah, 100% she will clear the exam. Then I said, okay, but Basma, go and book the exam. Basma booked the
Yeah.
exam, and Laiba's calculation was right. Okay, Basma, you were saying me when we had first conversation after clearing the exam, that exam was very tough. Walk me through it.
Yeah, actually, when I was doing the final mocks, like 3 days before, so I was getting very confident because I told you I was on off, and I was in a place at my parents' place, and nobody was there to disturb me for these 6 days. The support system was excellent. Like my husband and my kids and my family, my in-laws, they all were there for me, and I was just here in a room studying. And whenever I was performing the paper, I used to finish like there were 75 minutes to finish the paper, and I used to finish it in 60 minutes. My time calculation was so good. I was so nicely prepared for everything. And my score was also coming very nice,
Hmm.
like 88 and 82%. So I was really confident, and then I did the RCA also very extensively and everything. But my paper was not that simple. Time management was gone back to like it was in my ATPs or the random marks.
Hmm.
They were tricky questions, they were long. My screen was also like the usual 18 inches. So I it was taking time for all the options also. And last night when you called me and you said that okay for first 80 minutes and your last video also, like Asma said that it was excellent. Like I should have watched it before, like 2 3 days before. It for time management, it was excellent. So in my mind, I was thinking that no, my time management is very nice. I will manage because of the overalls and all the confidence that I had. But when I started and first 80 minutes, I was managed. I was ready. I was able to manage for 80, 75, 75. But it was a difficult task. Like for the first 80, I when I took the break, I was thinking, okay, the difficult part is gone, and now I will be relaxed, and now I will have the grip, and I will perform well.
Hmm.
And when the next 75 minutes started,
Hmm.
I think the central part was the most difficult,
Hmm.
like the second portion for me. Like I was thinking the first part was not that difficult. These questions are more trickier.
Hmm.
And even the drag and drop had so much like ample of material to study first or read the question, and then there were three drag and drops. And then similarly, the even the last question, but till the last question, I was just waiting for small questions and one-liners. They were not any. I couldn't find any.
Okay, okay. So, okay, let's put into this thing into the context. What would you say how those people who are preparing the exam, you see, that is the beauty of the exam. One person is saying that it is everything in there. The other person is saying the exam is very tough. And that's the beauty of the PMP exam. But what would you say how people should prepare for the exam, how they should do being a certified PMP now? What would be your way to saying how they should prepare for the exam?
Well, I would just say that your ATPs and your random marks, especially random marks, they
Uh,
are excellent, excellent source for a difficult paper and time management. Like I had done all the random mocks 3 times. I retest three of them, like 15 random mocks I had done. And I
mm,
have like done so much of practice. All the material that you have given, I've performed that.
mm,
All the ATPs I've done. So more practice and the material, it was moreover the same. That's why I've passed. It's not that it was coming out of the context. It's just that my mindset was that okay, it will be easy and it will be simple. So for that moment, had I not practiced it for these last 6 days rigorously, it would have been difficult for me.
it will-
But I would just suggest that practice, practice, and practice, as you always say. That's the only key.
So practice, practice, practice. That is the key here, and that is the way how we went to the things. That is the way how we succeeded into that thing. Thank you, Basma. Thank you very much. You, Asma, Sudha, you people are the torch for those women who want to clear certified PMP, who want to improve their career. You guys are the testimony, all of you, and that is why I record success journeys. You, Sabah, Sudha, Asma, all of you guys are that if they can do it, all of us can do it. Now I'm gonna ask you one thing, Basma. You see, when I called you, when Laiba talked to you, when anyone, we are at a certain point where we are not sure at ourselves. Our scores are bad, our things are bad. One good call, one message from our friend, someone who asks us, giving 1 minute, we are all busy. You are busy. Every single person is a busy person here. We are fortunate or unfortunate to live in a time that we are extremely busy. Our parents or grandparents didn't have that luxury, or I like it, but didn't have that luxury that they're always busy. Every single day we have to get up, we are busy, right? So I'm gonna ask you each one, teach one is the mantra of the game.
Yeah.
You never know how one message from you can help anyone. How one comment on you, okay, your scores are okay, things of those nature. Whatever you can do, please do that, right?
Sure,
And
sure.
you know how important PMP marathon is. Please make some questions. I will be using those questions for the PMP marathon.
Sure, I will definitely make.
Thank.
And your mind map, the group, that's really amazing. Even in the morning today, even in the morning, the questions though that were posted, I used to read all the questions and the conversation. Like it was always there in my hand. I was reading the mind map, and they are like master. Sorry, the not mind map, the mastermind group. It's like amazing. This all the whole teaching thing is like amazing. They make us do this so easily.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, and I wish you best of luck for future endeavors. And do share me a good picture of you. I will use it as a thumbnail. Thank you, my friend. Bye bye.
Yeah.